No,
You
no,
know,
okay. I mean, I guess firstly though, we'll go back to that. But the with
yes.
Brandy, how did you get selected to work with Brandy?
Uh, there's a friend of mine, a producer. His name is Kenneth Crouch, and him and his brother Keith Crouch, they actually did Brandy's album.
Oh, was this the first one?
Yes, I believe. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That was I Want to Be Down.
I want to be down. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So they asked me to put the band together and to go out on the road with her and all that. So I did it. But
But then
that
at
was
that
really,
time, did you realize how big she was? I mean, was the album blowing up and you thought, okay, actually, it's not a bad album. It'd be good to support it.
yes. Yes. No, I mean she like Brandy really like came out, and Brandy was huge. That first album was huge. Yeah,
Yeah. Then
definitely.
okay. So you I mean, how was she at the early days, just being this little kid performing? I mean, because you've already had Portrait, Tracy Spencer, Shantae Moore, and you had this little kid, Brandy, performing. Did you was she how different was she on the road and on tour?
She was just a teenage kid, man. I believe Brandy was like 16,
Okay.
but she was just a teenage kid, happy, bubbly, excited. It was all because it was all new for her too
Yeah.
at that time. So, it was, no problems ever, just a sweet kid, and easy to work with,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. And her mom was her manager. So her mom was out there on the road with her.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was easy. It was definitely easy, and it was fun, for her. And, for me, um, I was kind of over it as far as being on the road and traveling because, you spend a lot of time on these tour buses and,
Mm.
going from state to state. And, at that point, I was kind of over it.
So if you hadn't done some of the work with Quick earlier on, would you have had a very different attitude towards being on tour with her?
Yes,
That's
yes, yes, because, once I got a taste of producing, I was addicted. Like I wanted it.
okay. Okay.
So it was kind of like it almost felt like I was going backwards, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't need to be out here on the road. I need to be in the studio, you know?
Okay. So if we go back to when you got the phone call from Suge, at that time, how did he know you? Because did you do any work with him or his Death Row before you went on the road with Brandy?
Yes. Um Quick and Quick actually took me over there with him because Suge had this artist named Danny Boy.
Oh yeah, yeah, Danny Boy, yeah.
Yes. And so um, you know, Quick and I were known for doing R&B as well.
Mm.
So um, Danny Boy, they brought Danny Boy to us, and we started working on music for Danny Boy. And once we did that, then that's when we were assigned to do other artists over there, like this artist named Jewel.
Oh yeah, Joelle Sad, yeah, she just passed away. Yeah.
Yes, yes, not too long ago. Yes. So we started doing that, and then that just rolled over into like we were on like the Murder Was a Case soundtrack. We were on various albums over there, and again, we did a lot of songs over there. Some of the songs made certain albums, and others just they still have. But we did a lot of work over there, and then Quick did a couple of records on Tupac, and we would just all trading off doing music. And again, getting back to my experience as far as bad business, like what Snoop was talking about, that was the only thing, is that we were getting paid, but we weren't getting our publishing, the back end.
But
So
you guys knew going in you'd known about the business well enough to know about stuff like that by that time when you were on Death Row.
no, we kind of got introduced to it in a weird kind of way. At least I did. So because the way it works is that you get called to do a record, and you get your upfront money, your upfront production money, whatever it is. And back then, I used to call Suge the $10,000 man, because for every record that I did, he gave me $10,000, right?
Okay.
But normally, once the album is done, or close to being done, that's when you get your contract, as far as your percentages, the publishing, and what's it's going to be.
Yeah.
Well, none of that was coming. But I think the trick was, he was keeping us busy to where we weren't really worried about that. So we were in the studio all the time, and whenever I would call for my check, the check was always there, for $10,000. But after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, Murder Was a Case, like that's platinum. It sold over 1 million copies. Like, what's up with the back end? And then that's when I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. It's like, okay, this is one of those type deals. He's keeping all the publishing.
Oh,
yeah, that's how he was. Yeah, that's why he made all that money. Because he was keeping all the publishing.
I mean, most of us who, that he had this big aura and miss of fear. Were you guys? I mean, for you personally, I mean, knowing him working in the environment, were you intimidated and fearful of dealing with him?
No, because I never put myself in harm's way of that side of his business. I didn't get too involved with the extracurricular activities, if you will. I came to work and I took my ass home. Yeah, I didn't want to, I didn't get too involved. To me, where I come from in Sacramento, our mentality is kind of like, it's a chess game. It's not checkers. And we had to, we were taught to be very observant of your surroundings. Don't get too involved with the extra stuff, because it can cost you. And I was just raised that way. So to me, it was like playing chess. Excuse me. I didn't get too involved. So, those who did always got caught up. They got caught up in, in the, whatever it was, the mess, the fighting, the getting slapped, and it was crazy.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the Halftime Chat community. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, why don't you consider being a member? That's a way of supporting the channel, but also getting a lot of videos ahead of time, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and some exclusive content that doesn't get shared. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of Halftime Chat. Sweet.